Welcome to Prince Shorthand House, exercise number 28, legal real judgments, 120 words a minute. Ready? Start. The arbitrator has applied valid principles of law and held that since there is no definition of misuse in the tariff rules, the usual meaning of the expression would apply. He has further arrived at a finding of fact with regard to the two concerns being sister concerns, and by arriving at such conclusions, it cannot be said that the arbitrator has misconducted himself or the proceedings so that this court can interfere with the findings in the award on this aspect. The second claim of the objector on the basis of the subject inspection dated 7 September 1989 was the claim towards load violation charges. On this aspect, the arbitrator has held as under point 1. The load violation charges cannot be claimed unless an appropriate show cause notice is given. Point 2. The instrument being the maximum demand indicator bracket MDI in the premises which records maximum load consumed by the industry at a particular point of time did not support the stand of the objector that instead of the consumer utilizing only sanctioned load of 636.4 kW, there was in fact a connected load of 1116.048 kilowatt. Point 3. It has been held inferentially that the load of machineries having a particular capacity cannot be added to the definition of connected load unless they are both installed and connected, in as much as the tariff rules for the subsequent year to date of inspection which say so and which is relied upon by the objector can apply not retrospectively but only prospectively, and thus machines which stand installed but not connected cannot be included in the definition of connected load. From the arguments of the learned counsel for the objector, I have not found any contention worth accepting so as to set aside the award when it holds the disentitlement of load violation charges on the basis of the subject inspection. All the three findings and conclusions on the issue of load violation are in accordance with law. A reference to the two notices dated 7th September 1989 and 20th October 1989 issued by the objector shows that the said show cause notices which were issued were only towards the claim for misuse of subletting charges and not for the load violation charges. Accordingly, no fault can be found with the finding of the arbitrator in the load violation charges could not be claimed without issuing of an appropriate show cause notice. The arbitrator has arrived at a finding of fact with regard to the connected load in the premises being not as alleged in the inspection dated 7 September 1989, relying upon the instrument of the maximum demand indicator which is fixed by the objector itself in the premises. Admittedly, this instrument records the maximum load which is consumed by the consumer at a particular point of time. This MDI established the correctness in the stand of the petitioner, as the said instrument nowhere recorded that the sanctioned load was ever violated. Also, the arbitrator has rightly held that the definition of connected load of a subsequent year cannot be applied retrospectively to hold the connected load exist as was alleged by the objector, because in the relevant tariff year a machinery which was not connected to the supply point cannot be included in the connected load. So far as the shunt capacitor charges are concerned, the arbitrator has held that the said charges cannot be claimed in the absence of issuance of an appropriate show cause notice in terms of the aforesaid judgment. Again, this finding based on the division bench judgment of this court cannot be in any manner faulted with stop.